Evening everybody, Rich here, back for part 3 of this SS Bremen tutorial. Today's focus will be the stern area of the ship, the back end, which will be 2 open promenade areas and also 3, I think, decks which will be added to the ship. The decks will go the full length of the ship, but the open promenades will be on the back end of the ship. So that's the focus for today. There may be some other details if I've got time, but depending on how long this video goes, we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we're at the front end of the ship at the moment, so what we're going to do, we're going to fly all the way down to the back end, or walk if you're lazy, or walk if you're not lazy. So we'll fly all the way down to the back end, and the first job we got to do is add a deck. Now this is the job that really kills people who haven't got tools, or if you're building this single-handedly, then this is the job that kills you, filling in all the wood decks. It's so mundane. And trust me, there's a lot of wood blocks to add. Anyway, we're at the stern now, at the back end of the ship, and we're at the top line of the stern here. So one block below the top. So we're in the centre here. One block below the top. So this is the top row here. One block down from that is where you add the deck. So you got one block above that. So we'll add the deck in this area. I'll add the first few blocks just to give you the idea of what to do. So as you can see, just add the deck in this area. So that's the first few blocks, or first few rows anyway. So that's the first portion of the deck. So you just want to build this whole thing all the way to the front of the ship. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use World Edit for this because I can. So I'm going to sit on this block here and use World Edit, the fill tool. So it's fill wood by, I think I need 300 for this one. We'll just wait for the wood decking to fill in. And like I said, this is the job that's really going to kill you if you're doing this by hand. Do not envy those who are going to do it. As if anyone's going to build it. I mean, no one's probably, maybe nobody's going to follow this tutorial. Wouldn't bother me. It's going to take a while. This is. There's a lot of blocks to fill in. Alright, I had to do a jump cut there. It took so long, but anyway, that's the wood deck added. I think I've got to fly to the front end, fill in the rest of it. It's the problem with this game. It takes so long to do things. So that was 300 radius, and we're about halfway up, so I'm going to have to do the same thing again. So, fly to the front here, add another block, and then do the same process again. So, stand on this one, and do the same again. Shouldn't take as long this time, because there's, I'd say, about 2/3 of the ship done already. So just do this next row here. So jump cut coming, I think. Okay, that's that all done now. So let's have a quick look, make sure it's all done at the front end. And yep, that all looks fine. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just measuring to make sure everything's fine. So that's fine. So you can really see now, because where the deck started at the stern was although the deck was just 1 block below the top, whereas we're at the bow now, and you can see the deck is about 4 blocks below the top. That really shows you the height changes in the shape of the hull. Anyway, that's the first deck added. Hopefully the next 2 won't take as long as that. They probably will, but never mind. Basically, we're going to fly all the way down to the back end now. I'm going to start with some inside walls now. So just fly all the way down to the back end, and we're on the centre block. Centre block being this one, and you're going to count forward to the 23rd block, or start building on the 23rd. So I get the quartz blocks back out again. Where's the quartz there? So I'm going to count forward to the or start building on the 23rd. So that's measure from there to about there. That's 21, 22, 23, and I build on the 23rd there. So that's where we start. The 23rd block forward of the tip of the stern. And you're going to build this wall now. This is going to be a wide wall. And it's going to be 25 wide. So that's, what's that? 12 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you should have a 4 block gap that side and a 4 block gap that side, so that's fine. 4 block gap there. And then for the sides, you're going to build 9. So we're going to build 9 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1 block out, we're going to build 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 block out again, build another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1 block out again, we build 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then you build across 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out to the side like that. Now normally on these sort of ships I build these walls all the way the length of the ship, but as it's such a vast ship, I've just cut the walls off short here and built a wall across, so you can add doors to this wall later on. So it's just cheating really, but that's the way I do it. But that's one half of the walls done, or the foundations at least. So I do the same on the other side. So what was it, a 9, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2. And then 4 across like that. And there we go, that's the foundations of those walls done. As you can see, it gets wider further along. And the next job you want to do is just increase the height of that wall to 3 blocks high. So 3 across that side, and then use weld edit for the rest. So 3 high down to there. You set quartz for that. And for the next row, and then the next row, and the next row, and then across the back. And it's really taking time, this is. So usually when I build most of my ships, they're usually all straight walls, but now I'm using a different design technique. There are no straight walls, everything has to have a curve in it, or everything has to be a short wall. Oh, done wrong. Last job, just that one. And there we go, that's those walls all increased to height. So now they're all 3 high. And the deck will sit on top of those. The next deck on top will sit on top of those walls. So that is that. Now normally I would leave this, but if you want to, you can start adding the doors and windows to these walls. The normal routine for me is, you know, put a window, 2 gap, window, 2 gap, window, 2 gap, window. And then occasionally put a couple of doors in. I haven't got door selected, but you know what I mean. Window, window. You get the rough idea. That's just a rough idea of what to do. I will come back and finish that between this video and the next one, but I'm just giving you a rough idea on how I place the windows. So 2 high, sort of a 2 block gap between each. So that's the window layout. Nose keeps running, I don't know why. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to fly back to where the wall, or the inner walls join, or just forward of that. So at the top of this set, oh hang on, where are we? We're at the, yeah, we're still at the lowest point of the hull now, so we'll go to the forward of the lowest point to where the hull starts to rise again, just by the wall there. So you've got the inner wall there, and you've got this top point here. So from the top block, that one, or that one there rather, and I've just deleted it for no reason. You're going to start building a line of blocks. So what we're going to do, if you can see in the distance, you can't really see it, but I'll show you what I'm doing. Fly over, building the outside promenade. Well, it's not outside promenade, but you can see a line of blocks alongside there. Building that. So we'll go from the top of the black section here, or the top of the middle section of the black section. Build a line there, and then it'll be the same for the next section above as well. So just focusing on this area. The top deck will be added later on, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's these 2 decks here which are the main focus for today. So what we're going to do, fly back over and go from there. Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, we'll go from this top block here of the black. So we're still on the lowest point here, but where the first phase where it rises, we start building. What we're going to do, we're going to trace the line of the deck below, or the line of the hull below. So we just build a line of blocks, keeping in line with the hull below. So we can see it curves in one there. So we do the same above, curves in one. So like I say, just tracing the deck below. So we do the same here. Go in one, and the next row do the same, in one, and the same again. And as you can see, I'm using overlapping blocks of this area, whereas on down here they don't overlap. For the reason up here is because they're going to be handrails attached, so that's why I'm using overlapping blocks here. So just carry on doing the same all the way around the edge of the ship. So just trying to overlap as much as I can. So that's one half done. You can see we're around to the centre now. You can see it overhangs. We don't overhang. I don't overhang any. We're sort of keeping in line with everything. So as you can see, everything is in line. So that's that side. I'll do the same up the other side just to get it out of the way. Oh, there we are, up to the end there, and there we go. That's that little job all done. You can see it all overhangs. Well, not overhangs, but is right directly above the hull line of the stern. So that's that little job done. So then what we want to do now is just add the deck. This is another one of those long jobs, so what we're going to do, we'll go from the back end here, so we're at the stern again, and along the white lines, we just add the deck along the edge of the white. So that's the first few blocks, and we'll carry on that same thing all the way to the front. So another one of those really long jobs, and I can use weld edit for this. So bear with me a second. Fill the wood 300. I see another jump cut coming because this is going to take forever. Oh, there we go. That done it. That worked quicker than expected. So there we go. There's the deck. I'm going to fly forward and make sure it's all attached at the front end. Oh no, we're only halfway, so I'm going to have to carry on with the same thing. So bear with me a second when I flop down to the deck level, down to there, sit on that block, and then just fill in again. Oh, there we go. That's that done. And as you can see, the deck goes all the way to the front now. And basically doing that has also created the forecastle of the ship, which is the top deck of the bow. The deck is at the height of the bow, front of the ship, and that is absolutely fine. So there we go. That is that deck done. Right, so now what we want to do is fly to the back end again for another one of those lovely jobs. So it's basically the same process as before, but slightly different design with the inner walls and things. So we're going to fly all the way forward again. Oh no, all the way back, sorry. And we're going to start the next process. So I fly down to the centre line of the very end of the stern, down to deck level here, and I'm just going to check my notes. Okay, so what we're going to do now is from the centre block of the stern now where we are, we're going to count to the 39th block forward, so that's 39 forward, and we're going to start building on the 39th. So I'll start there and use the weld edit tool and count forward. So that is 27, 36, 37, 38, and on the 39th is where we build. So that's 39 forward. I'll double check it again to make sure. So it should be 38 gap between the front and the back, or between the block and the stern here, and that is 38 gap, building on the 39th. So there we go. So what I'm going to do now is same as before on the deck below, but slightly wider. So the wall is going to be 27 wide. So what's that? That's 13 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13 either side, so that's 27. I'll double check that because there's a lag stutter in between. And that is 27 wide, so that's absolutely fine. And then for the sides, you're going to build a row of 7. So we'll start on the right hand side, so 7 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1 out and 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1 block out, and then you want a row of 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 26. And then 1 out, and you want to build 62, so a row of 62, so that's 1 already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So that's 62. I'll double check that. From there to there, and yep, that's 62, as it says at the end of the pink sentence. And then once you get to the end of the 62, you build 4 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to connect to the outside of the hull. And there we go, that's that side done. So what I'm going to do, I should use World Edit to copy it, because it's the same process on the other side, but I can't be bothered to do all the counting in that, so I use World Edit. So from there to the centre at the back, flip it and paste it. Just saves a bit of time, you know what I mean. So I think that's the centre, and the centre there to there. So what we do, we go copy, flip to the right, and then we paste. And there we go. That's absolutely fine. So that's both sides done now. And then what you want to do is, like on the deck below, increase them in height to 3 blocks high. And I really wish I thought this through, because I could have done the copy paste afterwards. But never mind. What we're going to do, we shall do one side, increase them in height to 3 high, and then I'll copy paste it again. So 3 high here, and then we'll do the World Edit job down to there. Set quartz to there, and then down to here, and then down to there. Ooh. And then down to the back, and then across the back. Then I might as well do the other side tonight. May as well. Do 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 do. Down to there, and there we go. And then the last job is just to increase that little bit there to 4 high, and there we go, or 3 high rather, not 4. So there we go, all increased to 3 high. And same as before, on the deck below, you can start adding the doors and windows and things like that. It's up to you what you want to do. So there we go, that is those walls all done. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to check my notes and work out what I'm going to do next. So bear with me a second. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to work on the right hand side, like I've done on the deck below. And we're going to go to the forward to where the black hull section what is the highest point. So the back end of the highest point of the hull. So here we are here. You see it's sort of the curved shape. And we're going to go from the top block, which is here, and we're going to count, we'll basically start from there, and we're going to count back 47 blocks. So from this point we go 47 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So that should be 47. Or if you like, the same as the line below. So basically it's the same as tracing the deck below, like we've done with the white section over there. So if it's not 47, then just line it up with the deck below and it should be fine. And then after that you want to build 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and that is the same as the deck below, so everything's lining up fine. And then after that you want to build 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's fine, that's the same as below. And then you want a row of 14, because this is where things start to change, so you want a row of 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that's where things stop. So that's where we stop tracing anyway, so that's 14. And then after that 14 you want to build 2, so add 2 like that. And that is where we're going to end for the minute, because I've got to do the same on the other side. So I'll do a jump cut while I do the other side. So back in a moment. Okay, back again, done both sides now, so well, basically copied it and pasted it because I couldn't be asked to count it all. But that's both sides done now. As you can see, you got the overhanging bit. So the last job for this area is just to add or join the two sides together across the back. So from that row of 2, just build all the way across to connect to the other 2 on the other side. There we go. And that is that area pretty much done. But before we start adding the deck, we've got to go to the front now, back to the front end of the ship. Because if I was to add the deck now, it wouldn't have anything to connect to. So fly all the way forward to the front end of the ship. And this is where things get... So it's not complicated, it's just a little bit more fiddly. Right, so fly all the way to the front, to where the top section of the hull is. So you've got this section here, where the hull drops. So we're going to go from the top of that. So got this main deck here. So where the hull is up in the air here, go from the first block here, and we're going to build forward 3. So 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's connected to top block there. So forward 3, and then 3 rows of 2. So 2, 2, 2 like that, and then 2 across like that, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 across, and then 4 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 across again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then forward 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. So that's the front portion. So I'll do the same on the other side, and then I can increase it in height. So to the other side we build forward 3 again, so 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2 and 2, and then 2 across, and then 3 across, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 7 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then join them together across the front. And that is the front portion of this, well, the front portion of the deck anyway. You've got to now increase the height of these deck, or build them down to the deck level. So I'll start in the corner here. So basically this has got to be 4 high. So I'm going to build it down to deck level. So I could have started at the bottom and worked my way up, but I thought it'd be easier doing it this way. I don't know why I thought that, but there you go. So I'll just do 1/2 and then I'll copy paste it. There we go, that's one side, and you can see it's down to deck level. That's how it should be. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a quick copy paste to flip it over. Save a bit of time from there down to here. Do copy, flip to the right, and then paste. And there we go, that's both sides done. And that is the front end of that deck. Right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to fly to the back end again. And we're going to start adding the deck. I could have started from the front, but never mind. Right, so I'm going to fly all the way forward again. Or all the way back, sorry. To the back end of the ship. And like before, from the top white line here, we just add the deck. And like before, you're going to build the whole thing all the way to the front end of the white section we just built at the front. So I'll just stand on the wall here and just use the fill tool again. So we use fill, wherever it is, fill wood. And just wait. Play the waiting game for the deck to fill in. Do 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 do. And there we go. There's that half of the deck done. As you can see, it in line with that area. What we're going to do, we're going to fly forward again and finish off the deck that hasn't been completed up there. Do, 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 do. We drop down to deck level, stand here and just fill in the rest. Shouldn't take as long. Oh, there we go, that's all done. And as you can see, the deck now goes all the way up to the front now. And that is that portion done. So we've got the forecastle deck here, which is all open now and separated from the rest, and we've got that front curved superstructure section there. So that's all fine. And now what we're going to do now is fly all the way to the back end again, and we're going to finish off the details. Yep, so I'm going to fly down, start on the bottom deck that we built first, so down to the first one down here, so at the lowest point of the black hull. So you can see you've got the deck above and the deck below, so at the back black hull here. So where the first deck, first open deck is attached to the black section, what we're going to do is where it's attached, we're going to add a pillar there. So put 2 blocks there, like so, and then every 8th block from there, you're going to add a pillar, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add a pillar. So as you see, you got a gap. We've got a gap of 7 blocks. So every 8th block from the first pillar, you add another pillar. So then you go the next one along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we've got to take into account the curving as well. But it's still 8 blocks. Same on the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to that point, so that's how many pillars is that? The first pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pillars. So once you've done the 9 pillars, you're going to want to space them out a bit differently because of the curve of the ship. You can sort of space them a bit differently. So I'm going to go from the centre point of the back end, add a pillar there, and then sort of every, I don't know, 6 or 7 blocks, add another pillar. Sort of like that. It's they're still spaced out, but differently because of the way the curve of the stern is. You can if you can get them spaced out evenly, then by all means do so. But as I can't be bothered or haven't been able to, I've just spaced them out roughly evenly, and it should all look something like that. So that's one side done. I'll do the other side later on. I'll do a copy paste with the other side, so I'll worry about that later on. But I'm just going to focus on the other side. As you can see, it's still bare, but I'll focus on that later on. So what we're going to do now is do the next deck above. So we're going to go from pillar number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 6 on top of, well, you've got pillar number 6 here, and you're going to build on top of that. Build up 3, and that should attach to the deck above, roughly near where it ends. So roughly where the deck ends is where that pillar attaches. And then each pillar is going to be spaced out evenly as well. So forward of this pillar now, forward, you're going to space the pillars out evenly and build them on top of the pillars below. So every 8th block again, but building forward up to that pillar there. And of course now we've run out of pillars below, we've got to space them out evenly again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Build down. These pillars are higher now as well because they haven't got a wall to sit on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that doesn't really matter now. So there we go, there's all the pillars done. And you can see the ship should look something like this. And that is, well, it don't look too bad. But like I said at the beginning, there is another deck that will go on top, but that won't be added until we start building the superstructure proper. So it's one job that can be done another time. But like I was saying, as we were adding those pillars on the top there, they haven't got a wall to sit on. As you can see down here, the pillars are 2 blocks high, but they are sitting on the top of the hull, which is basically a wall for them to sit on. Whereas the pillars above are going to be going to have handrails between them, as you can see. Pardon me, you got the iron bars for handrails. Pardon me. So you just build handrails all the way along the edge of where the deck is open. And well, it's not necessarily a necessity to build them now, because usually I do the handrails last. So I'll just show you what I mean by where the handrails go. So that's why there's no wall there. But the handrails will go eventually all the way around the edge of this deck and the next deck above as well. But we'll worry about that nearer the time, because there's a lot of ship to build first, and the handrails are only minor details. But that is pretty much it for today. We've got 3 decks built and 2 open decks on the stern done, and things aren't looking too bad. So yeah, things are looking up. One more job, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly down to the stern, and I'm going to explain the inner decks. So we get to underneath the ship. So we've got the top deck here, well not the top deck, but this is the first deck we built. I'm going to cut a hole and go inside the ship, because the ship in here is completely empty. So use night vision. So you can see here the ship is completely empty in this area. Now normally for the inside decks, I usually leave a 3 block gap, so a 3 block gap of 1, 2, 3, and then add the deck. But personally for this area, and I think I've been requested several times, but really it should be for the superstructure as well, leave a 4 block gap. So leave a 4 block gap and then add a deck, and then leave another 4 block gap and then add the deck. That's a 3 block gap, so you want a 4 block gap and then the deck, and another 4 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, deck, and then whatever below that. So you got 3 decks below the top deck there, all spaced out by 4 blocks. It's up to you how you want to do this. That's just a rough guide. So you got a deck every 4 blocks, or every 5th block down. So you can see how the decks are laid out. So it's up to you how you want to interpret this, but I'm not going to bother filling in the decks down here, because you know, I'll never go inside and do interiors. So if you want to add the decks and do interiors, then by all means do so, but that's not the thing I normally do. Anyway, we'll get out of there now, and we'll call it quits there, I think. So that's all that area done. I'm going to fly to the front again, because that's normally what I do. And we shall end the video there. So that is pretty much it for part 3. Part 4, I'm sort of pondering what to do for part 4. It'll probably be the beginning of the superstructure, because there is a lot of it done. We've got the big chunks of the ship out of the way anyway. So we've got all the black and the red, or the red and the black done. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. But there's still a lot to go. But anyway, that is pretty much it for today. And part 4 will be, like I said, the beginning of the superstructure. So that'll be for then. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, and disappearing. And I shall return in part 4. So bye for now.